Okay, Judgment map 28, 28, not 9. I clicked the wrong one before. I've been playing a lot of RE4 lately, so I haven't really been thinking about doing this much. I was only 185 monsters. Okay. Oh, I think I remember this. Yeah, not all the enemies are gonna spawn in. Look, I tried. I beat this map like 3 times. Okay. It just doesn't. There are 2 enemies that just didn't spawn. I'm playing on the right combo. It's not what I want. Oh, it is so sketchy running back and forth here to get the cells. I still want to beat Formless, map 3. But at this point, I am playing a lot of RE4, but that is the goal I have. And it's been like a month. I just haven't been playing it all the time, As you can see, this is a bit of a smaller scale map. But it being shorter means the individual fights can be harder, and it's still pretty fair in terms of the reasonable number of attempts. Because if you fall in that pit, that's it. So, you really got to treat every enemy carefully. Not to mention, you don't have that much health on this map. Yeah, look, it's only, it's one secret. So we're not going to be getting tons of, like, extra ammo or weapons or anything like that. Yeah, while I am getting more comfortable with the Revenant bats, they shoot homing missiles, so they're really a threat. This many of them up close near a bottomless pit, I am plasmaing those guys quickly. Get them out of here. Nothing much here, just using the super shotgun because it's more ammo efficient. Oh. I actually do not remember if this Cyber Demon gets crushed or if you're just supposed to shoot him. I don't remember. Whatever the case, I had enough cells to just shoot him. And I stand by that being the right move. apparently I didn't have enough cells. Got a pistol him now. I feel dumb. Well, I guess it is what it is. But there are more cells to pick up. Another one of these guys. I guess you could rocket him, but I don't really think that's worth it. That's so mean. Giving the rocket launcher and then those Doom 3 teleporter guys. And then a pain elemental. None of these enemies are good for rockets. Yeah, doing plasma on a cyber demon when there's a BFG right next to me. I don't know. That's the type of thing that I could only do because I had played this map a bunch of times, trying to get those last couple guys to spawn. See, I wanted to be ready for when I pick up that field. A lot of enemies show up. Tight space. If I'm not mistaken, the secret is around here. I like these brown baron things. I'm pretty sure they're from Blood, the game, or maybe Heretic. Okay, so I don't know. One of those, or maybe not. A lot of times when you see, like, variant Doom monsters, they're from Heretic. And as someone who's never played Heretic, I'm like, oh yeah, it's the Doom ring. Poor guy. He wishes he were a Doom 64 pain elemental, huh? The Doom 64 pain elementals, I think they're good for that game, but I prefer the weaker pain elementals in this game. Because then you can have a lot of them. You can't really have a lot of pain elementals if they're Doom 64 pain elementals. You get destroyed. Alright, this room accounts for, I think, all of my deaths. So, it looks really easy, right? But that's because it's many, many waves of enemies. And you gotta click all those buttons, like 3 times each, to get the little rows to go down. See on the middle one of the lines dropped? You gotta do that for all 3. So it's like 9 waves in total. And most of the waves are pretty easy, but that means you have to be ammo conscientious on those waves. And some of the waves have fairly challenging enemies. And the resources we have here is pretty limited. The space we have is pretty limited. And I know this is something I talk about way too much, but if you pick up the BFG cells when you don't need them, then you're wasting a lot of them. Like if I just shoot 1 shot, I'll have 260 cells. And then I pick up the cells, I've wasted 60 cells. Ooh. See, I just did it right then and there, and you can see me shaking the screen like, no, it's a recorded demo. You can see me shaking the screen like, no, I just wasted ammo. And it's not as bad as it could have been, but because we did kill both of those vials in one hit, total. Please don't die. See, now we are running low on ammo. And we still have a bunch of waves left. These guys I had trouble with in practice, but you just gotta respect them. They're not regular Barons. They're stronger, they're faster, they're more aggressive. Another double kill, wow. And they deal damage upon death. Oh wow, we're cutting it close. Remember when this looked super easy at first? But then 9 waves of this later, which by the way, 9 is a little bit higher realistically than what I would be memorizing. So I do have to actually react. On the last wave, we can run away and pick up some armor. Was that worth it? I guess I was just not feeling like getting rocketed. I'm using an entire BFG. But also, I only have cells and like 30 bullets, so you gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, it'll just be like one more big fight. And then, oh, here's our secret. What is it? Just some armor, right? Yeah, nothing crazy. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty precarious last fight. We've got all these platforms, we don't want to fall off. It's not as bad as, say, Fractured Worlds map 5, was it? I think it was map 5 that had the red key platforming mid-fight. I think that was map 5. This is more so, you don't want to go on the platform, so you're stuck on this one platform. You're getting pushed back. So what's supposed to happen for this is 2 of those brown Barons are supposed to show up, the ones that shoot the Mank fireballs, but they don't. And I replayed this segment a bunch. I looked in the editor. I could not find a way to spawn them in. So it is what it is. It's not a secret, you know. I have all one of the secrets, so I don't really know what the issue is. These maps have otherwise been pretty polished. You know, I've said I don't know why there are partial invisibilities everywhere, but other than that, I haven't had any issues with the maps. So if you are Reykjavik and you know how to spawn in the last enemies, please tell me. But yeah, I don't know. I could not get the last 2 to spawn. A very classic Caco Cloud at the end. I could be totally off, by the way, but I'm very confident that this is the right map where 2 enemies can spawn. It has been a while. But yeah, I really like this map, especially it being quite different from the other Judgment retrial maps, which tended to be larger scale, more exploration. And this is, you know, a classic tight corridor, small room, multi-layer platforms. You know, just a different experience. There we go. Yeah, it is what it is. All right. See ya.